Hello, Internet. We are still at the precipice of reaching the Ultra Ball tier. Unfortunately, well, hopefully you watched yesterday's video, but unfortunately we lost both of the games. Just to build up the drama clearly for today's video. We didn't actually lose a lot of points from the second loss yesterday, but we still lost points. So maybe, with 2 wins today, we could make it to Master Ball tier. Maybe, we'll see. But we need to win games in order to do that. So let's try and win some games. Yesterday was actually quite a frustrating video for me to make. The second game, I should have wide guarded. I mean, hindsight is always 50-50, isn't it? 50-50? What's the saying? Hindsight is always... If hindsight was 50-50, then your brain isn't working, I suppose, is it? You know what I mean? Hindsight is always 20-20. That's the one. Eyesight, 20-20. And so, if I wide guarded at the end, then I would have just won the game. And the first game, turns out I wasn't hearing anything because my speakers had decided to turn themselves off. So I was a little bit distracted in that first game. Not making excuses, but I was. But the first game could have definitely gone better for us as well. But here we go. Let's try and win because we haven't already been trying. I think it has to be Clefairy, even though Clefairy is actually decent for Miraidon as well, because it stops them from just locking into Draco Meteor. But maybe with 2 wins, have hope, hope with us. 2 wins and we can make it to Master Ball. Okay. So the Grimmsnarl is probably going to reflect here. But we're going to do what we normally do in this situation, which is forgo gravity and try and just get some damage. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. To be expected. So this will do about half damage to the Miraidon if we hit. Well, actually, maybe even less than that, since there's going to be the reflect. So, Electro Web hits. Does some damage. Precipice Blade hits. And does some damage as well. Yeah, not even half to the Miraidon. And Dazzling Gleam. Which will hurt. Yeah, Sandy Shock survives. So what else can Grimmsnarl do here then? It can Light Screen, can't Thunder Wave, can attack. Do we think a Precipice Blades and the Earth Power will knock the Miraidon out? Or do we need to Electro Web to get the knockout on the Grimmsnarl? Or do we just protect? To keep it around for another turn. Yeah, so there's a Light Screen. Okay, oh well, actually, that was a critical hit on the Grimmsnarl. Shame it wasn't on the Miraidon. But yeah, I don't know if I like that or not. Yeah, goodbye, Groudon. So it has to be Lunala here. Maybe I just let my Groudon go down too soon. Especially since there's an Incineroar there. Do we think a Fake Out knocks the Sandy Shocks out? I mean, I have to Terra because there's always the chance of a knockoff. I think Fake Out probably does knock Sandy Shocks out. So I'm gonna do this. This is my opportunity. If they don't swap right now, anyway, this is my opportunity to knock the Miraidon out, and I'm not taking it in favor of getting some damage on the Incineroar. The Incineroar is surely going to Fake Out the Sandy Shocks though, because they're thinking, well, Groudon's gone now, so he's lacking things that can touch my Incineroar. Aside from the Sandy Shocks, so let's just... Alright, okay, let's not Fake It out. That did nothing. And that's a 2-shot on Clefairy as well. That's actually quite bad. Ooh, dear. Deary, deary me. This game has become quite unpleasant, hasn't it? So if it is Calyrex in the back, we are either knocking the Miraidon out or Calyrex is going to come in on the Moongeist Beam. That's fine. But I don't think it makes much difference for if Clefairy goes for a Follow Me here or not. I don't know, maybe they've got Flare Blitz. I'm sort of expecting them not to have Flare Blitz. But maybe they do. They do. Alright, I should have gone for a Follow Me. Okay, Lunala survives, at least. But yeah, we're really lacking ways to close this game now. So it is Calyrex in the back. There have been quite a few times when I've thought, oh, a Helping Hand on Clefairy would be nice. Like Helping Hand, Moongeist... It's the light screen, isn't it? It's the light screen that's doing all this... giving us the problems. But there's no way of stopping that. Alright, well... okay. I don't think there's anything we can do here, apart from... hope that a Moongeist being critical hit will knock the Calyrex out, which it just won't. And I'm going to go for a Follow Me just in case they Trick Room. They won't. Okay, or that. Clefairy's probably been knocked out here then, which is fine. So in the end it didn't make a difference if I went for the Follow Me or not the turn before. The Moonblast, I guess, was the right thing to do. Okay, Sun has ended, Electricity has ended, which means I can try and Hypnosis. The light screen is still up though, and an Earth Power. Ooh, Earth Power. I mean, let's just... Okay, I mean, we all know what we're going to do here. Moongeist Beam with the light screen up, even a critical hit, won't knock the Calyrex out. Hypnosis has got a 60% chance of hitting. Bang. Earth Power, even with the light screen up, should knock the Incineroar out. If we hit this Hypnosis... Oh! Earth Power doesn't knock the Incineroar out. And we missed the Hypnosis anyway. Okay. Okay. Even if we hit the Hypnosis, the light screen there actually... Yeah, wow. That's... Yeah, okay. The frustrating part about this is I don't know what could have been done differently. I mean, let's say the Hypnosis hit the Calyrex there. And the Incineroar locks itself out to the recoil. you know, that Calyrex, yeah, we're not going to see. It still had, like, all of its HP, I think, didn't it? Like, there was no way, even with 3 turns of sleep, the Sandy Shocks was going to be knocking that out. Yeah, I mean, we had no other option but to do, aside from, like, a Moongeist Beam, but then a critical hit, it wouldn't have knocked the Calyrex out, would it? So, oh, well, it looks like we're not we're not reaching Master Ball, even by Sunday. Okay. So, all right. We just need to try and win some games. But yeah, like the frustrating thing about that is, what do I do different? They led Miraidon and Grimmsnarl. I Precious Blades and Electro Webbed. Got damage. If I didn't protect the Groudon, I wouldn't have knocked the Miraidon out. But it turns out the Grimmsnarl would have been knocked out. But then I've got Clefairy. Like, sometimes Clefairy in the back isn't really great, is it? I do bring Clefairy against all these, like, Calyrex teams just because it is really good insurance against Trick Room. But maybe it's because I have Clefairy on Team Preview, or they see it come out to battle, that they don't Trick Room. Like, you wouldn't, would you? But if I had Iron Valiant instead, would the game have been different? Oh wow, we've actually got to the point where we can't find opponents. We've clearly battled everyone. Yeah, this is maybe not the most popular time to be playing. If we had Iron Valiant, then yes, we would have definitely had another way of hitting the Incineroar. Could have had Wide Guard for the Glacial Lance. Yeah. It's tough. It is tough. It's tough to know. Because if they lean into the hard Trick Room mode, because I'm sure they had... what did they have? I think that it was an Urshifu and an Ogerpon at the bottom, wasn't it? On their team preview. Oh, that's a cool team. Mamoswine is not something you see every day. Yeah, I don't think they had like a... they didn't have an Ursaluna or... you know, anything super nasty or an Iron Hands on their team, did they? I don't think so. Yeah, maybe there wasn't like a super hard Trick Room mode to worry about for that game. So maybe I don't bring Clefairy in games like that. I'm not really sure, to be honest. That has to be Dark Urshifu. Surely. So... what do we do with that assumption? I'm leading Lunala, but I'm just thinking, do I go with Sableye or do I go with Sandy Shocks? I think Sandy Shocks is okay. I think this is okay. Just if they lead with the Urshifu, then like their plan is probably to bait out the Fairy Terror on Lunala, just so I can get rid of the Ghost typing, and then maybe Rayquaza runs wild in the back. Okay, not what I expected. Really not what I expected. So, I'm going to try and put something to sleep. And the thing I'm going to try and put to sleep is the Zamazenta. Normally I'd maybe go for an Electro Web first, but I'm just worried about... I don't know, what am I worried about? I was worried about like a Dragon Ascent and something from the Zamazenta, which obviously isn't going to happen. So we're going to be eating... Maybe Sandy Shocks is going to eat a Body Press here. Or, okay, Lunala is just faster. That works as well. Now, Mamoswine is cool. An Ice Shard won't knock Sandy Shocks out. If they're Scarfed, that could be a little bit of a... Well, if they're Scarfed, it just means that I'm probably not getting this Earth Power on the Zamazenta. But any damage on Zamazenta is good, so I hope Mamoswine is not Scarfed. Okay, something's going to take an Earth Power. Rayquaza, maybe? Yeah. I was just thinking a few days ago about playing Arash at the World 2013 World Championships. I finished 4 and 2 after the Swiss rounds, and I mean it's a long story, but like without a tie that happened because 2 DSs couldn't connect to each other, I potentially had the resistance to finish 8th and get into the top cut. But after finishing Swiss, I just didn't think. I really should pay attention to this game, shouldn't I? Am I just being silly, just sitting and clicking moves here? Okay, Extreme Speed. They're losing their Rayquaza. Mamoswine can wake up this turn. 1 in 3. But yeah, after Swiss, I was thinking... it didn't even occur to me that I could have been in the top 8. But I played Arash. He was one of my losses in the Swiss round. And I'm sure it came to a game 3. And at the end, it was a situation where I think it was either I protect an Icy Wind so that my Terrakion is faster than his Latios, or I just attack. And I made the really simple move of protected an Icy Wind, and he made, like, the pressure on that scenario was immense. So, like, for him to call that move was... I really struggle to do 2 things at once, don't I? Like, they could wake up an Ice Shard here, but they're not. Yeah, he made the really, really good move under a lot of pressure to anticipate me to protect an Icy Wind, and he just played around it. And that was the end of the game 3. Yeah, it was such a tight game. And obviously he went on to win the World Championships that year. Well deserved as well, with Mamoswine. But yeah, I mean, I was so close to top cut in that year, and maybe should have without the tie. Alright, so they're down to the last 2 Pokemon here, aren't they? And I have barely paid any attention to this game. I've just been clicking moves. So I'm going to Hypnosis that, and actually I'm just going to Terra Grass because I can, because I rarely get to do this. Yeah, and just to get around a Rage Powder, an Earth Power, the Zamazenta. So, okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Now, please, person, have lots of points so that we can climb up this ranking and get one step closer to Master Ball. Let's see how close we are. Nah, we're not very close, are we? Okay. All right. Well, there we go. If we were a little bit, if we're almost there, then I was thinking I'd do one more game and all or nothing sort of thing. But we're not going to get there. So I guess that's it for this week anyway. Honestly, I thought I would have made it to Master Ball by now. I honestly thought I would have made it to Master Ball by now. But we haven't. So, okay, well, where do we go from here? Well, I mean, I am not stopping until we get to Master Ball. So, I guess I am going to be recording more videos, and they are going to be coming up next week, and hopefully you will watch them. Master Ball is the goal. I am getting to Master Ball. I'm just a little bit frustrated that, yeah, it has taken us a little bit longer to get there than I thought it might have done. The first game in this video against that Miraidon with the Grimmsnarl, that was, out of all of the games, that was maybe the toughest one, because I feel like that's the one that I was most helpless in. Like even in yesterday's video, like at the end, if I'd anticipated the Choice Scarf on the Calyrex, I could have wide guarded. The game could have been won, but in that first game, yeah, maybe not. Maybe Iron Valiant is all we needed. I don't know, but anyway, I mean, that's it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed all the videos this week again. But yeah, stay with us, and hopefully we will eventually get to Master Ball. So I presume I will see you tomorrow. So thank you, and goodbye for now.